Hello, everybody. Welcome back, and welcome to the new members. Thank you, guys. If you have any questions, suggestions, or anything, you can make a comments below, or you can write an email. It's down below. And talking about those energies currently, you may be following up within yourself about this first quarter moon that was so intense, and since the moon entering uh, areas, you see inside of yourself about the things that are going. And when we're talking about those energies that it's coming in, you're gonna find out that today is gonna be all this kind of like a wrongdoings, all this um, old paradigms, all this um, hurry up energies and so on. It's going to be working out to be healed, and that's going to happen later on at night. We're talking about 10 11 o'clock, around that area, because that way there's going to be some specific yacht towards the moon, but the moon is going to be joining who? The wounded healer. And you're gonna maybe getting this energy of healing yourself within the intuition is like, what did I just did? What is this consequences of my actions are? What is the effect of the things that I cause? What is this karma that I did? Because Chiron right now, it areas, it is about I to heal. You to heal what you have to do as a maturity and a growth. The baby is when born, he needs to be cared and so on and so on. But your healing, no matter what age you are currently are, is your own responsibility of the things that you need to think in there. And Chiron and Aries is actually opposing Libra, the balance. And whatever it's a imbalance inside of you is going to be healed. But since the moon is going to be joining Chiron, guys, there's going to be some a lot of healing that it needs to be going on. All right, so with that being said, I'm going to be giving you the chart. So here is the chart, guys. Here is it, the things inside of it that you see it. What are we going to be look in there? The focus is the universe. In the morning, you already know about it. Mars is respecting the universe so much. But early in the morning, he's still gonna have the squares with Neptune in there, and it's gonna help him. It is this energies about balance. As you see it in your screen, that big red line of cross, I'm talking about Venus and Uranus in there. You need to understand that pressure that you feel unloved is gonna be pushed from the universe. But through Neptune, that energy is going to be coming and clarified. You're looking at the universe, not looking your agendas, not looking your situations, not looking at this. And don't go push against the universe. The more you push against the universe, the more the universe is going to be pushing you. And if you push the universe is going to run away from you. And then it's like, what is the universe right now? What is those beautiful energies right now that I felt? That is what the intuition is going to be telling you today. So we're talking about in an hour later on, as you see it, that tensions that it's here about the midheaven. It's going to be opposing Jupiter and squaring Pluto. Those energies in there is about you see the shadowing side. The shadow side could be in a business partner. The shadow side could be within yourself. The shadow side could be in everything that is related into this material world, because the midheaven it's that first degree of Scorpio and is opposing Jupiter, who is retrograde and teaching you about your things. So be mindful about your affairs, of the way you're thinking and what you need to be focused on it. And also Pluto moved in the last degree of Capricorn. He's going more and more feel energies of Aquarius. And those energies going to be coming into you sooner or later. You're going to find out those new energies asking you for one thing. First of all, be an observer. Use your analytic mind. Work within the energies. So you can be a conflict solver through the observations and know what to do when it's applied to you. So you can be able from that applying to you, you to be passing everything else into the society. Not like you going out and you bringing it the old way and everything and you try to make revolution. That doesn't happen. Everything happens for reasons. All right, so we're talking about the next hour. Man, yeah. Midheaven is gonna be with Venus. So you have two choices with that Venus. You already know it's been for a while, but the pressure is so much in there. Okay, I'm not gonna be explain you more. I've been talking to you about this oppositions with Venus. Again, just repeating one thing: don't push the universe. Don't push the people who loves you. Don't push things out of the way. But it's the same thing. It is like don't pushing the things to happen because you want them. They will happen when it's supposed to happen. And usually, right now, around the holidays, people begin to, oh, I want this toy. Oh, I want you to buy me this. I want you to buy me a car. I want you to get me this. I want you to get me that. And you think that's love. You're god dang wrong about what this is. That is an indulgence that doesn't have nothing to do with love. And some of you will understand this because you're pushing a person to get you something. And you think that that's how they're going to show you love. This is only a satisfaction of your ego that you're going to find it out into the underworld. Okay? But if you have the right visions, if you're understanding that that's not the right thing, and if you end up with that beautiful visions that it's inside of yourself, you will understand the purpose of all this. And Mars understanding. If you fall focus on the masculine to buy a car and says like, here you go, honey, I love you. Here is the key of the car and so on. In there, Mars knows that buying the car is not gonna be solving when you don't love the man and the soul. They know about it. Mars is in his divine energies with the universe. But some of the masculines, you gotta be very mindful about those visions in there because you're trying to force the visions in the masculine and the masculine choosing the anger aggravations through this. It is the wrong moment to make things, especially when the Mercury is retrograde. All right, we're talking about the next hour, which is at 10 o'clock, midheaven. It is going to be squaring Saturns. You see the limitations, you see the situations in there, but that is going to be a good with Jupiter. It comes out, that is at the first degree of Sag. Very beautiful, very powerful divine energy is going to be like here. This is what you need to grow in there. This is what you need to understand. You want something, you have to give. It has to be equally give and take. There has to be this spiritual transformations. Where is that coming from? Okay, it's coming from this sextile with Pluto. That is the activations of these angel wings, if you pay attention to that. Okay, and currently the midheaven, it's also getting helping you with having these visions. Okay, we're talking about midheaven is right in here. That is the inner work moments that you're doing throughout the day. But that currently at that time, which is 10 o'clock in the morning, it goes down into Neptune. Who else go into a Neptune? Venus goes to the Neptune. Who else goes to a Neptune? Uranus comes into to there. Who else? Pluto. Okay, but be careful about Mercury and the Sun, which is there right now in a way to do the exchange. So the one goes into the one sign, the other goes back to the other sign in there because they have to learn in there. So basically, you have to see yourself, your authority within yourself of between expressions and the work. You can talk, but can you perform? And Mercury says, like, well, you cannot perform because you have not talked to yourself the proper things. Mercury retrograde, anyone? All right, so we're talking about 11 o'clock. The divine energy is towards the universe. You're gonna see it, that messages is gonna comes in, or somebody's gonna tell you a message, somebody's gonna do this. As I stated before, be mindful about those revolutions, especially when you don't feel love in there. Uranus is in Taurus, in the material world. Learn your lessons in there. And seeing it within this is a premature actions right now. But what you need to talk about it is a Mercury retrograde in your authority, that they think that they're satisfying that revolution. But no, that revolution is not satisfied. That revolution is to see what the reasons are. And then, if it's something after the Mercury retrograde and the sun goes into Capricorn, which is Pluto's also is going to go to Aquarius, then do it. Then go in there. But right now it's learning season, and people have not learned, and they're going to learn. They are going to learn. And talking about this hour, that's going to be midday. That's going to be 12 o'clock at noon. Midheaven, it's together with the sun. That's what the midday stays in there. If you see it right here in your charts. And that is squaring the ascendant together with Neptune. Usually that is the time when the people have the wrong idea, wrong situations. There could be a lot of manipulations, tactics. You discover things, you find things, and aggravations can be goes on and so on, because they're not authorized with there. They're not authority within yourself. Yeah, but you have to look at it and study the things before you say, well, I'm denying something. I'm usually, when I do a consultation, asking the persons, okay, you denied it. Do you know what this is? They, well, I don't know. How can you deny something you don't know nothing about it? Why you're angry when people telling you right questions in there? What is this all about? And some of you is gonna have to learn to retalk to yourself that situations that if you don't know something about it, don't deny it, but go out there and study it. Who can tell you what to study to tell yourself? Mercury, who is retrograde. All right, so talking about in the next hour, midheaven, it's going to be at the mid of Capricorn. As you see it, people maybe from the previous hour, they got their understanding. As you see it, the ascendant and Jupiter are very powerful currently with their authority, and Mercury retrograde. But who is there? Right in here, that it's Saturn. Who is the teacher? Who is the restrictor? He says, like, hey, learn. It's your responsibility. Don't make yourself like this. Don't act in the self on that positions, because you have not really learned to the depth of what's going on. And that ascendant is going to be squaring Pluto. Tells you the transformations was not done. The things are had not done in the right way. There is a lot of misunderstanding, and you want to grow, but you're going to grow into the wrong direction. You're acting on the base of something that you believe is true, but is actually a false, because you didn't took the time to study it. That may be a false within there. And that's what Saturn right now, it says, like, it's not the time. Okay? It's not the time. Learn. Mercury is going to tell you. The divine is going to tell you. The beauty of this is this divine energy is here with Uranus, who is retrograde towards Mars. So basically, this is going to be like, let's keep the spirit in there. Okay, let's keep it at this. I have the wrong visions, but I'm trusting the divine. That is the best thing you can do, guys. Okay. Talking about transformations. Beautiful energies here. Beautiful. Jupiter is retrograde, and it says to Pluto, not the time to transform. I still have things to teach you to grow. Premature actions, it should be not taking a place right now. just a little bit more. It's gonna lead a little bit more. It's gonna be a little bit this situation. It's gonna be leading all this. Wait until Pluto comes in Aquarius. You're feeling at this energy. You're feeling the right things. You're feeling the right actions. But your ability of patience, so the right things to fall in place. Now, that is wisdom. That's what these energies are calling you for. You to become wise. And the ascendant, who is at Taurus, it tells you this. It's gonna comes in. It's gonna comes in. Don't think that you have to push and rush and hush and so on. The right things happen at the right time, and the best possible outcome will be coming in. Okay, whatever you are working on it. All right, so in the next hour, which is that's going to be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, midheaven goes into Aquarius. That is usually that tensions in there about those zodiac signs situations into there. We are talking about facing Jupiter and Venus in there. It's like nobody loves me, and if they don't love me, I'm gonna do something in the material world. I'm gonna be going to rebel against it. I'm gonna be showing off. I'm gonna be, geez, I'm gonna be that, and it's all about to heal things. It's not about this. And that sextile between the moon and Chiron is gonna be coming in. It kicked in with the inner work in there, but it's gonna show you, let's be friends. But that ascendant is opposing Mars. Mars is like, you don't bring the spirit here, you don't bring the spirituality for making better world. Oh heck no, I can't be a friend with you. I'm not doing this friendship. I've been on this boat. I've seen these things. You come with the divine, great. I got no issues. You're gonna learn this, but at the same time is the Mars is getting these divine energies towards Uranus right now. Venus is learning the friendshipness with itself for these divine purposes. So it's a lessons in there. And now we're talking about in the next hour the midheaven. It's gonna be at the end of Aquarius, which is right now is this energy with Mercury retrograde and the Sun. You understand that in order to ending the right place at the right time with the right energies and everything, you still have some things to learn. People who think that they know everything, they failed. But the people who understand that they have to learn more, more, more in depth to understand really the issues, and they know how to do it because they see the positive side, the negative side. Okay, this is the power of using this um, bi-duality psychology within yourself to make the right choice for the evolutions. It's called bi-directional relationships. But it can be on a bi-directional relationships with other or others in there if you don't have it this within you. If you're just a one-sided situations, then you are one-sided with another person that you're in a relationship, and you are one-sided with what's going on in the world. Learning lessons, guys. All right, so talking about 5 p.m., divine energies towards Mars coming in from the ascendant. We talk about those energies about the family. Mars is family oriented, and he's like, I see the visions from before, I see the situations in there, and all I do is I'm learning through the divine energies what I need to do as actions. Right now, I'm learning. So if you think something goes on, if you have expectations, you can have all the expectations in the world. I'm not meeting somebody else's expectations. I'm working with divine expectations. That's all I'm looking for. Looking for honor, dignity, and respect. If you have expectations that I'm gonna bring you a car for Christmas, that is your expectations. So that is gotta gonna go with this Mars in there, but Mars he's going to have to look at it and work still in itself expressions to say the words that they need to say. But this energy is currently at this hour is a beautiful, beautiful kite that it's made by ascendant Venus. That Venus right now is also connecting to the midheaven, the inner work, but also is that beautiful kite with the universe. So basically, Venus is going to learn I have to do so I can create the best family. But look at that ascendant. That ascendant is with divine energies with Mars. And then that energy is just going back into the universe. It's the same energy of that ascendant of Cancer, it goes down to the universe. So instead of having this fights and oppositions, guys, and this push, and so on and so on. Okay, this is like a two people coming together, and instead of the one person buy the car for the other, you guys working together to buy the cars you want, to build the house you want, to build the family you want. But where? Under the divine guidance. That's what you should look for. It's beautiful. If you're catching those energies underneath the surface, you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, so talking about the next hour, which is going to be at 6 p.m., the ascendant is at 25 degrees of Cancer, midheaven, it's in the end of Pisces. Okay, currently the moon doesn't have an aspect. You kind of like, I don't have emotions. Yes, sometimes you have to take your emotions away, you to have your understanding process in there. And that is going to be that time with ascendant. It's still at Cancer, as it's very beautiful towards Neptune and the midheaven, and it's still very beautiful with Venus. But as you see it right now, there is a divine energies towards Saturn and divine energies towards Mars. And the Sun is as well. So if you look at it, that divine energies is telling you everything that you are going to be trying to achieve. If you do it for the right ways of the family, you're doing okay. But if you stand against the family values, you have not grown. You have not grown. And that is coming from the ascendant opposing Pluto, which is telling you the deep transformations in the material world, that they're going to be affecting the growth with in your possessions of what you have in the material. This is a earth science, talking about Capricorn professions, and we're talking about Taurus, my possessions, what I own. All right, so we're talking about the next hour, which is that's going to be at 7 p.m. These divine energies from Saturn and Mercury retrograde is going to comes in and telling you, hey, you have to continue work on yourself in there. But this time, the midheaven, Chiron, and the moon, they're going to be kind of like very much okay. You need to heal something. What are you healing though? Look at it as divine energies towards Venus. You healing the feminine energies. You're feeling those feminine energies. Those feminine energies, they're gonna go to Neptune and gonna go to Uranus, and from Uranus they go into the masculine. So basically, you have to heal a wounds from before that were inside of you as a feminine energy, and you have to see the visions of the wrongdoing. Correct yourself, going into the universe as like I'm learning or I'm willing to learn more and more so I can be in divine energies with my Mars, with my masculine energies. But I have to face in who? The growth. Because this energies here of the ascendant, it shows you the fight about material things. Yeah, of course, the queen wants to have all the gold. The queen wants to have all the taxes. The queen wants to have all the rings, all the shoes, all this shoe closet, all this attentions, and so on and so on. What is the queen has to do? Has to learn how to communicate, but the queen also has to learn how to work her intuitions, that she also have to learn love. So be mindful what you have within those zodiac signs. And talking about those zodiac signs, oh, that Leo, Taurus, Scorpio situations, it's keep coming up, keep coming up. I'm tired of talking to about this for it. But the current moment is about healing of the masculine energies that are going to be. It's like if you've been wounded from this ice queen type personality female, you need to go ahead and heal yourself. Understand, not every woman out there is a ice queen personality. Okay, that is going to be a good healing for the masculine energies, but at the same time, Venus is learning not to be the ice queen because the universe is teaching it. So there is a lot of blessings of that. So you learn. Go ahead and review what did you do during the Venus retrograde seasons in there, and when a Venus was in that portion. You may search the channel about that video. But currently, midheaven is with Uranus and pretty much there. And you see this double divine energies towards Mars. He is learning that lessons in there, but that will put extra pressure of Venus. It's like, hey, I put you down there. You have a wounds, heal them, okay? And I'm gonna show you how to heal it. I'm gonna give you the directions in the next 2 hours. I'm gonna put you through this you to heal, okay? But you have to willing to listen your intuition and your healing moments. The moon is at 12 degrees here at Aries. It doesn't have absolute conjunctions here with Chiron, but pay attention of this. You're going to see something amazing. All right, so we're talking about this 22, that's 22 o'clock in the afternoon, that's 10 p.m. In there. Healing, it's coming. That is energy towards Jupiter and all these energies here. That's between Mercury, the Sun, and Mars. Your actions are focused within these divine energies. Okay. The other thing is the divine energies between the Sun and Mercury. They are focus of building the friendship. But the friendship cannot be just happen. It has to need and requires a new, different transformations. Stop being stubborn. Stop thinking about yourself. Stop thinking it's only me, and me. Okay? Learn how to be flexible. Okay? Learn how to be flexible. Use that flexibility inside of yourself to be open to new things, to be exploring new things. If you're not, then there is a barriers inside of you. Those barriers, they're coming of Saturn squaring the midheaven currently at this moment. But if you pay attention to that ascendant here, it's pointing out the moon and a Chiron towards Venus. Okay, you see that divine energies? They are gonna begin more, and more. And we're talking about the next hour, as you see it right here. That is gonna be at 11 o'clock. There's a lot of going on. Who is gonna be healing what? Who's gonna heal what? And who has to work on things that is gonna be there? Who is involved in all this? Well, everybody is involved in everybody. Everything is connected. And if you people don't realizing things, they're probably gonna realizing of this hour. All right. So what is cooking? The ascendant, the upcoming energies that you see in there, they're opposing Neptune and they're squaring Mars. So Mars is gonna be under pressure. Okay, that I'm friendly with the universe, that the universe does everything for me. There is the situations is in there. Did I have the proper intuitions inside of me? As you pay attention to this, the moon and Chiron, they are sextiling Mars. And that is in the fire signs, beginning of something new. That is the right fire. I am going to be friendly with everything that I need to be friendly. And if I'm friendly with this, I'm going to be friendly with Venus. Well, you pay attention to the incoming energies. They are in divine aspect with the moon and Chiron. Basically, they told you this is what you have to fix. This is what you have to heal. You're seeing Virgo. You're seeing the hospital. You're seeing the healing. Who are you healing? The wounded healer. And that wounded healer energy, it's coming down to Venus to heal Venus in the underworld. And that energy of the underworld goes in there into Gemini. And it says, you know what? I have to be a friend. I have to be a friend with the moon and a Chiron. Who says that to Mars? So this is the time that you should take a look, spending time within yourself and heal the wounds inside of you. But to remind you, the wounded healer has to wound himself to learn the wounds and heal himself to heal others. But also, as a wounded healer, you have to learn one thing: don't go out and help a people who have not asking you for help, because then you're gonna have a wound. And that is one of the major cardinal rule that you have to heal right now. And that's what the intuitions and the energy is gonna be leading you today. So that's what it was, the Astro-Gravitational report, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and come back tomorrow for another Astro-Gravitational report, guys. Be love.